Guys, it's Dana from Minimalist Baker, and I am going to show you a quick tutorial today on how to make text wrap in a circle. It's something I recently discovered how to do just by doing some research, and I think it's a really fun way to add just a nice touch to your photos in a new way, as opposed to just putting them in straight lines. So I have done this effect on several photos on our website, and this is one of them here, as well as the very first image on this post. And again, over here is another example of just how to make the text wrap around in a circle. And it's really easy, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that real quick. Using this image of strawberries that's from another blog post. So I'm in Photoshop here, and the first thing you're going to do, obviously after you've edited your photo and you have it to where you want in terms of brightness and color and contrast, is go over here to your ellipse tool, select ellipse tool, and traditionally it's on shape. It'll make a circle and either fill or leave it blank, but what we want to do in this instance is select path. And if you mess up your circle, it's fine. You can just start over or delete that layer. But basically, you're just going to draw a circle around your object. And if you don't get it perfect the first time, it's fine. Like I said, you can delete it and start over. And plus, you can move it. So if it's not perfect, it's fine. You can shift it over. So but this looks pretty good. So I'm going to just lift up my mouse. And then you're going to select the text tool, and if you hover over that line, you'll see it goes from making a square to a kind of wavy line, and that's where you want to click on the circle. Another note is you want to make sure that you click where you want your text to start. Like if you have a very specific place in mind, like if you want your text to start here and wrap around, which is where I'm going to start apparently. But if you wanted it to start over here, then click back there. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to shift around. So alright, so, and then the next thing you're going to do is, let's actually see what type of font we have going on here. So obviously, just for reference, I'm going to keep this an obnoxiously loud red color. Might boost up the size just a little bit. Yeah, so after you've made your adjustments, you can just kind of keep typing along. I guess I hadn't really thought about what I was going to say. Maybe like strawberry fields forever or something. Or strawberries are delicious. Or you could just say strawberries, strawberries, strawberries. And of course, once you start typing, you can also boost up your size if it's not quite wrapping around like you'd like. As well as go back and kind of make spaces to help it wrap around a little bit easier and create some more separation. Oops. Delete that guy. So yeah, you don't have to wrap it all the way around, but for this particular picture, I thought it would look nice if we did that. Which apparently takes about 50. So there we go. And then if you select your move arrow, then you can shift it with your arrows or your actual mouse if you want to get it exactly where you want it. Yeah, that's one example of how to do that. We can also delete this, let's see here, this layer and start over. Looks about right. And oops. Okay, so yeah, if you just wanted like a partial text, you could do that. And you can also, like I said, shift that all the way around if you decided you wanted to move it a little bit. So lots of options. And then of course you can also, like in the photo example I showed you before, you could still keep this text as well as do another text effect along with it just to kind of make it pop. This is an example of how to do that. And then you can just kind of rotate it a little bit and drag it up over your picture. Obviously that's a little bit much, but just an example of another way to add text to your photos. Anyway, so I thought this was just a cool little effect and just a really fun way to add text to your photos that ultimately makes them more interesting, and I have found personally more shareable on Pinterest and other social media websites. So I hope that helped. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.